Hello and welcome to Clerk of Court Live. My name is Sherry Chatz. I am the Chief Deputy Clerk of the Law Division for the Honorable Dorothy Brown, Clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County, and I will be your host for this evening. You may view Clerk of Court Live, this show on CanTV, at Channel 21 or at http://cantv.org/hotline. This is a live call-in show, and we welcome questions and comments from our audience. The number is 312-738-1060, so please feel free to call in. Please note the contact information also for the clerk's office itself. We're headquartered in the Daly Center at 50 West Washington Street, right here in Chicago, with other locations throughout Cook County. Our telephone number is 312-603-5031, and our website is www.cookcountyclerkofcourt.org. Today, I'm happy to introduce this week's guest, Mr. Paul Thomas, who is the Chief Deputy Clerk of both the Juvenile Justice Division as well as the Child Protection Division. He will share information about the preparation of expungements specifically for juveniles, which will be one of the main focuses for our 2018 Second Chance Expungement Summit, which will be held at Kennedy King College on Saturday, June 2nd, 2018. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you, Sherry, and it's a pleasure to be with you again. This is our second year doing this.
Yes, it is.
Talking about the Expungement Summit for the Clerk of the Circuit Court on Clerk of Court Live.
Great. Well, I have several questions to ask that I think our viewers will be very interested in. I think expungement summits, are very important in our communities and society, and especially juvenile expungements,
Yes.
because I don't think people understand the process or the impact that not expunging, records
Juvenile
will
record.
have
Yes,
on your
indeed.
future opportunities. So let me get started. The first question I'd like to ask is, if you can tell the audience a little bit about the overall 2018 Second Chance Expungement Summit.
Well, the Expungement Summit is for adult and juveniles with criminal cases and their background history. We will have legal advice, legal attorneys to help them fill out their petitions. We have child support information, we have identity theft information, we have resources for job training and employment opportunities, housing and community support, and service for veterans.
Excellent. Now, can you tell, myself as well as our viewers, why the Expungement Summit is so important for people with juvenile records?
It's been a misnomer that people with juvenile cases do not have to have them expunged, that they automatically fall off. This is not true. Your juvenile record stays out there until you have it expunged. Once you have your case expunged, it's a fresh start. It's like nothing, you never created a criminal crime. You never made a crime. There is nothing in your background. You can tell any job person that I don't have a record. Once your case is expunged, it's clean.
Very interesting. Now, are there certain types of juvenile cases that are eligible to be expunged? And then, if not, being expunged, are there certain juvenile cases that can be sealed? And I believe there is a difference between the two, correct?
There is no juvenile sealing. There is no sealing for juvenile petitions.
Okay.
It'll be short if I tell you what cannot be expunged.
Okay.
There's only 3 things in a juvenile criminal that cannot be expunged. That's first-degree murder, DUI, driving under the influence, or any case where you have to register as a sex offender. If your cases don't fall in those 3 categories, you can have your case expunged.
Oh, it's good information to have. Now, what happens if a juvenile is arrested but not charged?
That arrest stays on that minor's record until he has it expunged. So even though there's nothing in the court system, if anyone does a background, that arrest will come up. So it's best for you to have to come in and take care of it.
Now, if people are coming to the, Second Chance Expungement Summit, what should they bring with them?
The most important thing that they should bring with them is their rap sheet And for juvenile rap sheets, you want to go to Chicago Police, 3510 South Michigan, to the juvenile officer. That's who you want to ask for, the juvenile officer, to get your rap sheet.
Okay.
The adults can also go to 3510 South Michigan and just ask for their expungements. But it's important that the juvenile ask for the juvenile officer.
Okay, so is that the only police station that they go to obtain the rap sheet?
That's the main police station.
Okay.
If you're for Chicago, but you can go to any Chicago police station and request the rap sheet. You can also come to the juvenile courthouse, 1100 South 10, and we can get you your rap sheet too.
Okay. Now,
Suburban don't give rap sheets. The
That's what I was
suburbs,
gonna
they will let you take a picture of your charge with your cell phone. You can take a picture of your arrest date and charge, and we can use that to fill out your expungement packet.
oh, fascinating. So wherever the arrest occurred in that
Suburb,
suburban
yes.
location, you go to that police facility.
And ask
Okay.
for it, request it. They won't give it to you, but they will let you take a picture of it, and they will let you write down the information.
Okay, and then bring that with
They
them.
bring that with you
Okay.
to the summit or to the juvenile courthouse.
All right, so there will not be a resource to actually obtain your rap sheets at the summit.
I don't
Correct.
think so.
Okay.
We were working on it, but I don't think they came to fruition.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. Very good to know, because you'd hate to come down there and not have everything you need.
It's most
Um,
important that you have your rap sheet.
Okay.
Don't think of anything else, think rap sheet, rap sheet, rap sheet.
All right, I get it. Rap sheet. Now, where can you obtain a certified copy of a disposition for juvenile records?
You can receive a certified copy at the juvenile clerk's office, 1100 South Hamilton,
Okay.
room number 13. It's a $9 fee, but you do not need a disposition to fill out an expungement packet for juvenile.
Now, can you actually mail in a request for, an expungement packet or to obtain a certified copy of a disposition?
Yes, you can.
So that's an option as
With a
well.
certified letter and a copy of your ID.
Okay. All right, very good. Now, of course, there are always costs and fees associated with everything. Is there a cost for expunging juvenile records?
No, there isn't. There's no fee. It was $164, but that's been waived, so it's free. There's no excuse for you not to come out and have your
Really?
case expunged.
Wow, that's a huge incentive.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. Now, when was this change made?
This was made January of this year, 2018.
That's a
And it's
wonderful
good
thing.
till January 2020.
Wonderful. That's great information to have. Now, what else can juveniles expect at the expungement summit while they're there?
Well, first you get to talk to an attorney for free. There's no place else you can talk to an attorney for free. You got job opportunities. You can come in and talk to people about getting a job. If there's something on your record that you cannot get expunged or sealed, there are people there who can help you, direct you to the governor's office,
Okay.
help you get that pardon.
Okay.
So it's a lot of good things going on at the expungement summit.
Wow. Well, I like to, give an opportunity for our viewers to see information regarding the Expungement Summit again. The Second Chance Adult and Juvenile Expungement Summit and Job Information Seminar. So we will have vendors there as well.
Yes.
In attendance at the summit, and it's located at Kennedy King College, 6343 South Hostage Street, and that's Building W. It's important to go to the right building because it is a large campus, and you don't want to head to the wrong location. So again, you do need to bring your rap sheet and or your criminal history record. That is required for you to actually complete the processing.
To fill out the packet, yes.
Correct.
Registration starts at 8:30, and the doors are open till 6 p.m. So it's 8:30 to 6.
Wonderful. Very good information, and I thank you for that. Now, we have a caller. Caller?
Yes. I was calling about, I have a son, and he lived in Chicago, and he got a case, but now he lives in Atlanta, and I was wondering, can I come to the summit and get his record expunged?
Yes, you can pick up his rap sheet as long as you have his birth certificate. You can pick up his rap sheet, and you can come in, and the attorneys will help you fill out the packet for him and get him an expungement court date. He does not have to appear. You can do all this on his behalf.
Yes. I was calling about.
Okay. Well, I think that was very helpful information as well. I'd like to take the opportunity again to show the Expungement Summit flyer with all of the very helpful information. Again, our Second Chance Adult and Juvenile Expungement Summit and Job Information Seminar will be held on Saturday, June 2nd, 2018 at Kennedy King College, which is located at 6343 South Halsted Street in Building W right here in Chicago. I'd also like to once again take the opportunity to make our viewers aware of our various office locations. I mentioned that we are primarily located in the Daly Center, which is downtown Chicago at 50 West Washington, but we do also have outlying districts as well. Our other locations are the Criminal Division, which is located at 2650 South California Avenue, right here in Chicago. The Domestic Violence Division is located at 555 West Harrison Street in Chicago. The Juvenile Justice and Child Protection Divisions are located at 1100 South Hamilton Street, Room 13 here in Chicago. Our District 2 location is located at 5600 Old Orchard Road in Skokie, Illinois. District 3 is located at 2121 Euclid Avenue in Rolling Meadows. District 4 is located at 1500 Maybrook Drive in Maywood, Illinois. District 5 is located at 1220 South 76th Avenue in Bridgeview, Illinois. And last but not least, we have our District 6 located at 16501 South Kedzie Parkway in Markham, Illinois. I'd also like to take this opportunity while we have you here as the chief of the Juvenile Justice Division, just to ask you, a few questions, about your division as well.
Yes.
I know our focal point is the, juvenile expungements, but I think it's important to understand the role and responsibility, of the Juvenile Justice Division. So, first off, one thing I think in all clerk's office departments, the question comes up is, how can I determine my court date?
Right. Well, with juvenile is different in the fact that it's not open to the public. So for a person to receive their court date, they can't get it over the phone.
Okay.
They can't get it in the mail. They have to come in with their ID, because we have to match a face with the name, and they can get their court date, their court information.
Okay, wonderful. So they come into the counter?
They come to the front counter, 1100 South Hamilton, and
Okay.
any one of my ladies there will be more than happy to help.
All right, so it's not something they can access electronically by any means. It has to be our staff,
Right.
your staff
Our
checking
staff.
to let them know. Interesting. Now, if a juvenile does come into the to your location with their parents or without, how can they obtain a copy of the court file?
As long as they have their ID, they can come in, they'll fill out an order for request of their file. If the file is on the premises, we'll have it brought up to them. If not, they would have to order it, and it's usually a 48-hour turnaround for ordering files.
Okay, wonderful. And you mentioned the ID. Does it have to be, can it be a school ID? Can it be a government issued
It has
ID?
to be a government issue ID.
Okay, so if it is the parent of a, minor that doesn't have a driver's license?
She
Okay.
can come in with his birth certificate. As long as her
Okay.
name and his name is on the birth certificate, she can receive that
Okay,
information.
that's good information to have. Now, in terms of, appearances, we know that, these are filed, in, just about all cases within the clerk's office.
Right.
Is there an associated fee for filing an appearance?
Not for juvenile. There's no fees attached to any filing in the juvenile clerk's office.
None at all?
None at all.
Interesting. That's a big difference from
Yes.
law division.
Yes,
compared
it
to-
is.
Yes, it is. So that's something important to know too. So a lot of times fees, will deter people from
coming in, yes.
Exactly. So it's
Yes.
good to know that, the juvenile expungement, fee is no longer in
No longer in
existence. So
existence. The state fee is no longer in existence. That $60 fee is gone. The clerk's $64 fee is gone. So
wonderful. Now, another question that, parents may want to know, if their child has been arrested, where will their child be held if arrested? Is it at the police station? Are they taken somewhere?
They will be taken to the Juvenile Detention Center, which is right up over at 1100 South Hamilton, but it's in the upstairs of the courthouse.
Okay. Is there a standard timing? Is there a limitation to how long they can be
Juvenile
held?
court is the building is open 24 hours.
Okay.
But I think visitation stops at like 10 o'clock.
Okay. So in terms of the length of time that they're held there,
Well,
does that differ?
That's based on the charge.
Okay.
It can go from anywhere from 1 day to 45 days.
Okay. Good to know. And it all depends on the charge,
It's
correct?
based on the charge and their criminal history,
Okay. All right.
which they wouldn't have if they come in and get it expunged.
Very good point, in which you can do without paying a
Exactly,
fee.
without paying a fee.
Right. Fees don't even have to be
Very good.
waived. So come down and take care of it and, move forward and take advantages of opportunities in the future. Wonderful.
Yes. Have a
Now, another question I have,
Have a caller.
we have a caller.
Hello, I would like to know how many juvenile cases can be expunged at one time?
As many as you have. You can expunge as many as you have. I had a gentleman just a couple of days ago file 50 expungements.
Really?
If they're all
Thank-
expungible, you can have them expunged.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Now, is there a separate form for each expungement, or can you list all
You
cases on
list
one?
on a notice, you can list all of them, but you have to do a petition for each
For
individual.
each separate one, but one notice?
One notice.
Okay, very good to know. These are
So we
great
have to send a
questions.
copy of each one of those to the Chicago Police and to the State Police so they can wipe it away from their records.
Okay, very good. Now, back to the Juvenile Justice Division, so we can
Yes.
go back there a little bit. If someone can't make it to court that day, do they have the option to change and reschedule their court date?
No. If you don't make it to your court date, a warrant will be issued.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
That's important.
It's very important that you make every court date you have.
Well, I hope my viewers are listening, because that's very important information. You
Very
don't want to be
important.
caught off guard. So keep up with your court dates and make it there on time. Now, again, can you tell us where the Cook County Juvenile Center is located, please?
It's located at 1100 South Hamilton in Chicago, 60612. Clerk's office is in room 13. You can always come to the clerk's office to get your information for a court date. We also have a help desk that can help you with, if you want to fill out an expungement. We have attorneys manned there from 8:30 to 4, Monday through Friday, who can help you fill out your expungement packet.
Now, another, I think, great question that is, probably very helpful to know the answer to. If a warrant is issued for someone, where do they turn themselves in?
To the juvenile court facility, 1100 South Hamilton, that should be downstairs in the police room.
Wow, this is like a one-stop
One-stop shop, yes.
multi-purpose
Yes.
facility here.
Yes,
So you
it
go
is.
right there. So are there limited hours for turning yourself in, or?
No, you can turn yourself in at any time. If you do it overnight, you'll be held upstairs and brought down tomorrow, but
Okay.
same day you will go into court. You usually will come into court the same day.
Oh, wonderful. And I think we have another caller.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I have a cousin who got into a little trouble, and I want to know, can I file expungement for him and all these petitions granted?
First of all, you can't file for your cousin. You have to be his mother or father, or if you're his guardian, you can. But other than that, you can't. And 99% out of 100 is expungible.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for
That boy
calling.
needs a job.
Oh, wow, my goodness. Now, you hear when you think criminal cases, or, you think, or you hear about bonds, are bonds issued in juvenile cases?
No. Juvenile cases are not criminal. Juvenile cases is a finding of delinquency. It's not a criminal finding, it's a delinquency finding. So there's no bonds issued in
Okay,
juvenile.
that's an important distinguishment there. Thank you for clarifying that. Now, something that may happen, teenagers, go through a stage when they're defiant and they don't want to listen or follow rules. What if a child is acting out or runs away and doesn't attend school and the parent just can't seem to get them together? What options do they have?
Well, the option they have is in their police district, in their area, the juvenile officer. You can go in and talk to him and request what we call a MARI petition. That's minor in need of authoritative intervention. It does not show up on his record. It will get him services in the house and have him a probation officer assigned.
Oh, okay. And that starts that process.
Yes.
So they work with the parents.
Yes.
It's an
To
excellent
straighten out the
resource.
minor's behavior.
Right now, I know many parents probably don't want to take advantage of that, but it's a
good thing
resource that
because
is there.
It does not show up on their record, and you correct your kid before you get even worse.
Absolutely, another great option. And hopefully these will be discussed at the summit as well. Corrective measures before you have to have something
Before,
expunged.
yes.
That's what it's about, preventive. Now, another question I have is, can pleadings be filed by mail for juvenile? And can you file pleadings for other divisions at the juvenile
No, you
department?
cannot.
No, you cannot.
You cannot.
Okay.
And you cannot file pleadings by mail. It
At
has
all.
to be in, yes.
They have to be, filed in person.
Right.
Okay, so
Yes.
what was known as global filing in the clerk's office no longer exists.
No longer exists.
Correct, okay, so you have to go to that particular location where the cases
Or
can be heard.
location, yes.
Wonderful. Now, in terms of your case files for juveniles, what are the basic contents of the case files? What does it mainly consist of?
Consists of the petition, which carries all the juvenile's information,
Okay,
the charge that the minor is charged with,
okay,
and his family folder information. If it's like more than him in this system, we link those cases together by family folder number.
wonderful, very interesting. And this is all viewable and accessible by the,
Only if you are named in the petition.
Named.
You have to be the juvenile, the minor, mother, or guardian. If your name is on the petition, you can see the file.
okay. Now, I know some court files are destroyed. I know in law division, we have a set retention, period for our files, excluding certain cases. What about juvenile
We
files
do
and
too.
records?
Up to 30 years. We can hold them for 30 years.
Okay.
After that, they be destroyed.
So they're no longer available, accessible, what
But-
have you?
If you haven't had expunged, it's still out there. So even though it's destroyed, and if it's not expunged, FBI, state police can still view it.
So in other words, the electronic record of it is accessible.
Be accessible, right?
Okay, but just not the paper files
Just not the
itself.
paper file.
Interesting, which will, be the case as we move towards e-record
E-record,
throughout
yes.
the clerk's office. Very interesting. Now, again, can you explain the process for, certification of court records?
Yes. The certification is in twofold. You can get the whole record certified, or you can just get a court date certified.
Okay.
Most jobs, when a kid come into my office and they're looking for a certification, it's usually a certification of their disposition.
Okay,
What happened in court, is the case still active, or are they on probation or whatsoever? That's the main certification that's requested, and that's a $9 fee.
okay, wonderful. And again, you can obtain copies of the records if you're the guardian.
If you're named in the petition,
Named in the
parent,
petition.
minor, fault, parent of minor.
Wonderful. Well, at this time, I would like to, again, let our viewers know where our locations are here. The various locations, as you can see on the overhead. We have our criminal division, domestic violence division, juvenile justice and child protection division. District locations are located in Skokie, Rolling Meadows, Maywood, Bridgeview, and Markham. So we are everywhere.
Yes.
So I think our show is coming to an end, and I do want to thank you, for your time.
It's always a pleasure being here with you.
Yes, it is. I think we make a great team here.
Yes, yes, we
And
do.
again, I want to just thank everybody for viewing. And if you want to find more information about our Expungement Summit, please visit our website at www.cookcountyclerkofcourt.org. Or you can like our Facebook pages, Cook County Clerk of Court, and Cook County Expungement Summit. You may also call for more information about the Expungement Summit at 312-603-5200 or 312-603-4641. Viewers, I want to thank you for joining us. Please tune in to Clerk of Court Live next Thursday at 5 p.m. when our hosts Mary Melcher and guest Elizabeth Nevin will discuss the Expungement 2018 Second Chance Summit and alternative remedies. Thank you again and have a good evening.
Good night.